There's a habit that almost every English learner has, and the moment you do it, a native speaker can tell English isn't your first language.
It's not a grammar mistake. It's something that sounds completely correct, but still gives you away.
We're going to show you exactly what it is, why it happens, and what to say instead. Stick around, because you've probably done this today.
Maybe in the last hour,
Welcome back to Ava and Leo,
where English gets easier every single day.
and where mistakes aren't failures.
They're proof you're learning. I'm Leo.
I'm Ava. If you're new, hit subscribe and stay till the end. The challenge at the end is a good one. Let's get into it. Leo, be honest. Did you used to do this?
Constantly. For like 2 years learning Spanish, I did this exact thing and never understood why people gave me that little, "Aw, that's cute" smile.
The pity smile.
The pity smile. I thought I sounded fine. I did not sound fine.
Okay, here's the thing about this habit. It's not wrong. It's grammatically fine.
Which is exactly why nobody corrects you. Teachers approve it. Textbooks teach it.
But in casual, everyday conversation, native speakers often reach for something else instead.
Pause the video and think for a second. What do you think changes when a native speaker says this casually?
It's not the grammar. Every word here is correct.
Here's the reveal. The habit is relying on very plus basic word. Very happy, very tired, very big.
To be clear, these aren't wrong. Native speakers say I'm very happy too, honestly.
But in relaxed, everyday conversation, they often swap it for a stronger, more specific word instead.
So instead of very happy, you'll often hear thrilled. Instead of very tired, exhausted.
Same meaning, but it instantly sounds more natural, more casual, more native. Let's do the first one. I am very tired. A more natural version is, I'm exhausted, or I'm wiped out.
Both are correct English. One just sounds more like a textbook, and one sounds more like a real conversation. Repeat after me. I'm exhausted. One more time with a real tired sigh.
I'm exhausted. Okay, your turn now. All right, Ava, buzz me. What's the more natural version of this sentence? I am very hungry.
I'm starving. That's what I'd say.
Nice one. Okay, how about this one? I am very angry.
I'm furious. Or you could also say, I'm so mad.
Good. One more for you. I am very scared.
Easy. I'm terrified.
Already sounds more real, right?
Quick fact, English has hundreds of specific emotion and intensity words, way more than a lot of languages use day to day.
Which means there's almost always a more specific word available than very, plus basic word. You just have to know it exists.
So why do so many learners default to very plus basic word?
Because in a lot of languages, that's exactly how intensity works. You just add the equivalent of very, and you're done.
English gives you that option too. It's not wrong. But it also built a whole separate vocabulary of stronger words for almost every intensity level.
More to learn, sure, but it's also what makes you sound instantly more natural once you know it.
Second one, I am very hungry. A more natural version is, I'm starving.
This one especially gets used constantly and casually, way more than the literal meaning suggests. Quick shortcut. Anytime you're about to say very plus word, pause for 1 second and ask, is there a stronger single word for this? Often, there is.
Third one, I am very sad. A more natural version is, I'm heartbroken, or I'm really down.
Depends on the size of the sadness, heartbroken for something big, down for something smaller. Match the word to the moment.
And here's the part a lot of lessons skip. This pattern isn't only about feelings.
It's everywhere. Very big becomes enormous. Very small becomes tiny. Very cold becomes freezing.
So it's not 5 phrases to memorize. It's a whole pattern you can apply to almost anything.
Once you see the pattern, you start noticing stronger words everywhere.
Let's practice. I'll say a very plus word sentence, you pause and give the stronger version out loud. It's very cold outside today.
My answer, it's freezing outside today.
Perfect upgrade. Let's lock in 5 upgraded words from today, mixing emotions and other descriptions. 1. Exhausted, instead of very tired. After the trip, I was completely exhausted. Say it about your own week.
2. Starving, instead of very hungry. I'm starving. Let's eat now. Use it about right now.
3. Furious, instead of very angry. She was furious when the flight got canceled. Use it in your own sentence.
4. Enormous instead of very big. The house was enormous. Describe something enormous you've seen.
5. Freezing instead of very cold. It's freezing outside today. Use it about the weather right now, wherever you are. Nice work, Leo.
Let's hear it in a real conversation.
How was your flight?
Honestly exhausting. I'm completely wiped out.
I bet. Are you starving? We can grab food.
Actually, yes, I'm starving.
It's freezing outside, by the way, so grab a jacket.
Good call. I felt how cold it was through the window. It looked enormous out there, like a whole different season.
See? Barely any very, and it sounds twice as natural. Let's review fast.
Very tired becomes exhausted.
Very hungry becomes starving.
Very angry becomes furious.
Very big becomes enormous.
Very cold becomes freezing.
Small swap, instantly more natural. Here's your challenge, and it's a fun one. For the next 24 hours, try not to say very at all.
Every time you catch yourself about to say it, stop and swap in a stronger word instead, out loud, even if you're alone.
Then come back tomorrow and comment how many times you caught yourself. We genuinely want to know.
And next time, we're covering the phrase natives use to disagree without ever saying no. You'll want that one.
Remember,
Progress beats perfection.
we'll help with the English.
You bring the courage.
See you next time.
See you next time.